Remember when I said I plant the pickling cucumbers because I kind of like to just eat them? Well, this is what I picked this morning. I've decided we're gonna go to my buddy Barb's icicle pickle recipe. Because, yeah, I know I have maybe 3 or 4 jars left, but I've decided if I have this many cucumbers, I don't want to make any more bread and butter pickles. Let's make icicle pickles instead. Now, you guys saw the 2 batches of bread and butter pickles I made while they were repairing the house. So, yeah, let's start cutting up cucumbers. Well, in my food safe bucket, that is almost half filled. Half filled with cut up cucumbers. Can you believe it? All those cucumbers. Wow. Okay, so the recipe, right there. I'll actually share it with you guys. Now, it is a safe recipe, and it takes 11 days. Yes, you did hear me right. So today, we will be putting 2 cups of pickling salt in there and a gallon of boiling water. Now, a gallon of boiling water is my kettle 3 times. Okay, so this recipe has specific instructions, so I'm going to write them down and keep them right in my face so I know where it is. So Wednesday, forgive my terrible writing, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 4 days they need to just sit with the pickling salt and the boiling water. Okay? Sunday, rinse and new hot water. Monday, drain. Alum, new hot water. Tuesday, syrup day. I'm going to write C recipe. Wednesday, drain, save liquid, add sugar, add coloring. Don't worry, this will all make sense later. Thursday, repeat. Friday, repeat. Saturday, can pickles. It is day 4, so today we rinse and put new hot water in. Now I put the plate in here to kind of keep them down, but we'll see how these come out. All right, I'm going to rinse these off and put a new gallon of hot water on them. We are on day 5, so I have already drained them. I have hot water boiling. Let's go measure out the alum because we like crunchy pickles. Oh yeah, just a minute. Gotta check it off. Okay, so this is only the 2nd time I've made these pickles. And the last time I made them, I used big field cucumbers. And of course I took the seeds out. And for some reason, when I made this batch, because I was using my little cucumbers from the garden. So I had to message her and ask her if I had to take the seeds out of the little cucumbers, because did you think my brain was working well enough for me to remember that I could just cut them? No, I thought I'd screwed this entire batch up, but luckily I didn't. All right, so that stuff. I measured out the alum, and so what's going to happen is I'm going to put some hot water on the pickles, just enough to cover, and then I'm going to mix that in with some hot water, and then I'll stir it all in, and they're going to sit here till tomorrow. And then we get into some heavy-duty syrup making tomorrow. You guys are going to freak. I'm telling you that right now. with my terrible handwriting, it is syrup day. So, yeah, I've already been going this morning. Ignore the head, all right? I know the hair is probably all over again, but that's normal. Okay, so today we're making the syrup. Now, this is the part where I already told you guys are going to freak out. It is 10 cups of vinegar, 8 cups of sugar, and then we're going to make the little pickling spice pouch. So let's get this day going. Okay. Alrighty. Move this back. Too many things in the way today. So I also have the steam canner going because we're, or steam juicer, I mean. Because Fred and I make juice with our big old cooking apples, and we use it for cider. So I don't have a press or anything. If I had a press, I'd probably actually make cider, but that is definitely not an investment I'm really into. So what? There we go. I'm almost there. Almost 8 cups. 8 cups. 8 cups down. And 2 more. All right, now let's go get the sugar. Now I already know I need to go and get some more sugar for this recipe because I'm actually gonna need like another, oh gosh, I think it's 6 more cups of sugar in total. Gonna turn this on just a lower for a minute. I'll have to count for sure because, you know, it's written on the other wall. Alrighty. Making a mess, Tammy. Now it should equal almost this whole bag, but I'm not going to dump the bag in. Alrighty, so now we also have the cheesecloth. Now I don't buy the expensive stuff. I just buy the cheap stuff from the dollar store. I probably should get better quality ones or maybe a bag or something, but I don't. 3 big old tablespoons. There we go. A little bit extra because I like it. Of pickling spice. And then we're just going to tie it up. Alrighty, so we're going to let this come to a boil, and while this is boiling, I am going to go and drain the pickles and rinse them off. Because don't forget, we had them sitting with alum for the last 24 hours. So, alrighty, let's let this come up to a boil. Alright, so the syrup came to a boil. So I poured it over. Now I got that bag pretty much right in the middle. There we go. So I'm going to get a plate and cover that up like I have been. Alright, there we go. Hot. Just going to push that down a tiny bit. Make sure all the pickles are covered. There we go. So this is going to sit till tomorrow. Yeah, I've got little floaties because I use cheap cheesecloth, but I'm really not that worried about it. Alrighty, so tomorrow we drain it. That's the microwave. We reserve the liquid, and we're adding 2 more cups of sugar. Okay, folks. So this is where our pickle adventure starts to get really interesting. Now, what I did is I drained the cucumbers into the stock pot. We're going to be adding 2 more cups of sugar. This should actually be the rest of the bag. Yep, there we go. There we go. So now this is where it gets interesting. Food coloring. Okay. So the way icicle pickles work is that they're going to end up with a really cool green color. Now, I've showed them to you before. This is the jar I'm currently eating. So what we're going to do is I'm only going to add half of it, I think. I'm not going to put the whole bottle in, because this one looks a little bit stronger than what I've used in the past. Alrighty, let's give it a bit of a stirry. Oh yeah, there we go. That is a seriously deep green. So actually, I think it's going to be darker than the ones I already have. All right, I'm going to let this warm up, and then we're going to put it back in the bucket. Now, I've actually seen people make these with red food coloring, the blue food coloring, make weird colors. I don't do that. This is the second time I've made them, so I'm really kind of hoping that this deeper green looks good. I know they're going to taste good because they smell the exact same as those. Alrighty, I'll be back, and once this is warm, we'll pour it on the pickles. Alrighty, so you can hear the dishwasher in behind, but brine's done. There we go. Oh, made a mess. Ah! So, just want to find my spice bag. There it is. All right. New clean plate on top. Woo! Look at that color. All right, now I got to clean up my mess. And then we'll add some more sugar tomorrow. Well, guys, this is what they look like now. So for the last 2 days, I have actually been draining these, saving the liquid, adding 2 more cups of sugar, boiling it, and putting it back on. So this is the last day I'm doing this. And in case you're wondering what that is right there, that's my spice bag. So tomorrow is canning day. So these are gonna have a lot of floaties. You can see it over there because these were smaller cucumbers and I didn't de-seed them. If you don't want floaties, just take the seeds out. Don't even worry about it. There's the brine now. I've got the sugar in there. That's why it looks a little white. And once this comes up to a boil and all that sugar dissolves, I'm gonna pour it back in the bucket. And then we'll get ready for tomorrow. It is canning day. All right, so I've got all the brine again in the big pot. I added the last 2 cups of sugar. I've got pickles in this bowl. And pickles in this bowl. Okay, so the way it works from here is not the way the instructions for the Presto say, because you're supposed to warm the jars. I actually have to pack the jars, heat the syrup right up nice and hot, and then put the syrup on the pickles. So I'm going to start heating this up. I'm going to wash the jars. Well, they're washed. I'm going to check the jars, get the lids washed, and get everything ready to go. And then we're going to water bath can. Now I'm doing them for 15 minutes. Let's get to canning. So I don't know how many jars we're actually going to get. So I've got 10 clean hot jars right now. I'm going to get the funnel and some gloves. Got the glove. I'm hoping to get the 10 jars, but I think I might have more than 10. I guess I'll find out. Now I'm using the glove because they are sticky. Like if I'm canning tomatoes, I just scrub the hands and I just go right in there with the hands. I don't worry about it. Actually, 10 jars just might be good. If I have 2 more clean jars. If I have to do 12, then I'm good with 12. All right, so I ended up with 12 jars, which will give me 2 batches of pickles. Now, if I was really ambitious, I'd go out and get the other canner, but I'm not that ambitious today. So what I'll do is the other 6 jars, I'll just cover them with some cooking paper, keep it all clean, and they should be good to go. 1 good healthy ladle for all of these. Should be just enough to get it where I want it. Then I'm going to get the plastic debubbling tool. Make sure we have no bubbles. 1, 2, 3, 4. I forgot how many pickles. 5. Oops. Make a mess, Tammy. Make a mess. I hit the canner with my hand. There we go. 6. I'm going to put the pot back on the stove once I get these in the canner, and that'll keep these hot. Set that over there for now. Alrighty. Debubble. Definitely some bubbles in there. See how the level goes down? Give them all a little top up to 1/2 inch headspace. And I'm going to clean the rims and get them in the canner. So, alrighty. The pickles have been put to bed. Just wait for it to come up to temperature. It'll can for 15 minutes. Let it cool and we'll take them out. And then we'll put the rest of these in. Alright, I'm going to clean this up a bit and cover these up. The checklist is done. Yay! All 11 days are done. Now, I actually technically finished 2 days ago. I just wanted I just wanted the jars to set and make sure everybody's sealed, but come take a peek. Take a peek at these. Now, I do have a couple of little floaties from the seeds, but I'm not that worried about it. These ones, they actually do taste a little bit different. Even though I made them the same way, these ones are actually sweeter, which is weird. So that original batch that I showed you that I'm still eating because I have a couple jars left, they're tangier. I can only eat so many. These ones actually came out sweeter, and yeah, you have to try them. Technically, I can eat them right now. They do taste better. Personally, in my own opinion, I think they taste better once they sit for a bit, but... So I ended up with 12 jars in total, which is more than enough than what I'll use, which is perfect. And yeah, those are icicle pickles. Now, if you grew up in Ontario in some areas, you probably have had them. I honestly do not remember the first time I ever had them. I was a kid, that's all I can tell you. But I do remember eating these at Barb's. So, you know, tasty stuff. Anyway, everybody, that is icicle pickles. I'll put the recipe down below for you. I think I already said that, what, twice? I have no idea. But I'll copy it down below so you can see it. And yeah, they're tasty goodness. Now, same as everything else, if you're going to make a canning recipe, make sure you can it safely. These are water bath canned. Now, I water bath these for 15 minutes, which is higher than my elevation, but mostly just because I wanted to see how they come out in the new digital canner. And of course, I can do it for the 10 minutes without a problem. So, mission accomplished. So, don't forget, if you want to start canning, check out that link. National Center for Home Food Preservation, guys. If you're going to can, do it safely, all right? Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you next time as we do our simpler life here on PEI. Bye for now.